Welcome dear student. So student, we have completed problem set 2 question number 1 in our previous video. Okay. Now let's solve part 2, that is onwards, so question number 2 onwards in today's video. So let's start. So question number first 2 is write the following numbers in P upon Q form. That means here decimal expansion of a numbers are given and we have to convert that number in the rational number form or P upon Q form. Okay. So let's start solving one by one. So this is question number 2 first. So first question is 0.55 0.555. Now here student, if we observe here, so here decimal is there after three numbers. Okay, that means we have to multiply and divide this number with 1000. Okay, let's see here. Now 0.555 multiply by 1000. Why? Because here decimal is there after three digits, and divide with 1000, multiply and divide with 1000. So here we will get, now here 1000 now, so the decimal will shift after 3 digit. That means this decimal will shift after 3 digit, that is this will becomes 555 upon 1000. Okay, now this can be divisible further, right? That is this can be divisible with 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 2s are 10, 0 0. So what is the simplest form of this fraction is 111 upon 200. So P upon Q form of this number is this 111 upon 200. Okay, now let's solve question number 2. So question number 2 is let's solve it another pen. Okay, so question number 2 is 29.568 bar. All right, now here in this type of a question, what we did in practice set 2.3 or 4, we did this type of a question. Okay, or practice set 2.1 only we did this. So here decimal is there after. Now first we will assume that let x is equals to this number, that is 29.568. now here bar is there on 3 digit, that means this 568 digit will be repeating, 568 and 568. This will be our equation number 1. And here decimal is there after 3 digits are repeating, 5 6 and 8, these 3 digits are repeating. That means here we will multiply this equation with 1000. Why? Because 3 digits are repeating, that's why multiply this equation with 1000. And then again 1000 multiplied by this number, that is 29.568 bar. Right, now this becomes 1000x is equals to, now here 1000 is there, so after on multiplying this this decimal will shift after 3 digits. All right, that will this become 29.568. all right, so this will be our equation number 2. Now what we will do, we will subtract 2 from equation number 1, that is subtract 2 and 1. So what we will get, 1000x minus, this is our equation number 1, that is x is equals to 29568 minus this digit, it is 29.568 bar. All right, now this 1000x minus x, it will be x, and this subtraction we will do here, that is 29.568 minus this 29 point. So here we will write like this, 29.568, here also it will be 568. Okay, so this whole parts after decimal, this will become 0. Now here it will be we will carry from 6, so it will be 5, 18 minus 9, 8, 9, 5 minus 2, it will be 3, and 295 will be as it is. So what is our x? So x is, sorry, this will become 999, 295, 39. So therefore x is equals to 29539 upon 999. Okay, so this is a in the form of a P upon Q. All right, Now let's solve question number 3. So question number 3 is this. Let's write it first. That is 9.315. Now here if we will observe, so after the decimal 3 digits are repeating, that is 315 and 315. So what we will do here, so here we will write, since 357. Okay students, so question number 3 is same like question number 2 also, 2 only. Now we will solve question number 4, that is 357.417417. Now here after the decimal 3 digits are repeating, that is 417 and 417. So here we will consider first since 357.417 is equals to here 357.417 bar. Alright, now here we will consider same like question number 2 only. Let x is equals to 357.417 bar. Alright, so this is our equation number 1. Now just multiply, okay, this is multiply this equation 1 by 1000. Why? Because here after decimal 3 digits are repeating. So the equation become 1000x is equals to 1000 multiplied by 357.417 bar. Alright, so this will become 357.417. Alright, and this will be as it is. Now we will subtract, this will be our equation number 2. Now subtract 2 from 1. Alright, so this will become, now that means we have to subtract this equation from first equation, and 1000x minus x is equals to 357.417 minus this part, that is left hand side. So 357.417 bar. Alright, now here after this we can write 417 also. So this will become 99x is equals to, now after the subtraction we will do like this, that is 357.417.417. Now this 417 and 357. So after the subtraction we will get the value as here 35. So this will be 357,060. Alright, so here we will write 357,060. So our x will become 357,060 upon 999. So this will be our P upon Q form. Alright, now next question is question number 5. So question number 5 is this 30.219 bar. So let's solve it. 30.219 bar. Okay, now same we will do, we will assume that let x is equals to 30.219 bar. This will be our equation number 1. Then we will multiply this equation by here 1000, because again 3 digits are repeating after the decimal. So it will be 1000x is equals to 1000 multiplied by 30.219 bar. So what it will be now, 1000x is equals to 3219, because here after multiplying the decimal will shift after 3 digits. Okay, 0.219. So this is our equation number 2. Now what we will do, we will subtract 2 from 1. So I'm solving here. Okay, I'm solving here, student. Okay, so we will subtract 1000 x minus x is equals to this thing 219.219 minus this thing 30.219 bar. Okay, so this will become 900x is equals to, now this 30, like I am writing here 3219.219, here also 219, and this will become 30. Okay, so after the subtraction we get the value as 30189. Okay, now this will be x is equals to 30189 upon 999. Now student, this can be divisible by 3. So let's divide it with 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, again 3 3s are 9, and here 3 1s are 3. Okay, 0 will be as it is. Now here we are taking 2 digits, so we will apply here 0. Okay, now 3 6 are 18, 3 3s are 9. Okay, so what will be our answer? So our answer will be, that is, x is equals to 10063 upon 333. So this is our P upon Q form. Okay, so let's solve question number 3. So question number 3 is, write the following numbers in its decimal form. Now here P upon Q form is given and we have to solve it in the decimal form. We have to write this in decimal form. So let's take question number 1. So question number 1 is minus 5 upon 7. Okay, so let's solve it. So here in question minus sign is there, so we will keep minus sign as it is. We will not take this in division. When we will get the answer, we will put the minus sign, okay, in the beginning. So let's do the division. That is 7 5. All right, now let's divide it with 7. 7 divisible with 5. Okay, so 5 7 5 will not come in the table of 7, so we will apply here. We will put 0, then 0 5. All right, now here decimal is there, so we will write here 0. So 7 sevens are 49. All right, 7 sevens are 49. Now let's do subtraction. We will get answer 1. So again we will write here 0 because decimal is there. So 7 ones are 7. Now after subtraction we will get here 3. Now we will put 0. Why? Because decimal is there, right? So 7 4s are 28. So 28. 30 minus 28, it will be 2. We will again apply 0. Then 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. All right, now to subtraction we will get here 6. Then we will apply 0. Then 7 8s are 56. Student, for this you should remember the table very well. Okay, it will be 56 minus, so subtraction become 4 0 7 5s are 45. Okay, now after subtraction we will get here 0. Now after 5, so from 5 it will be, here also 5 is there. That means this digits will be repeating digits. So that means this is a recurring type of a decimal expansion. Okay, non-terminating and recurring. So our decimal form is like minus 5 upon 7 will be equal to minus, here we will apply 0, minus then will be same to here we will apply a bar. All right, because this number will be digit repeating 2 8 5. So this was our question number 1. Now let's solve question number 2. Now question number 2 is 9 upon 11. 9 upon 11. So let's do the division. 11 9. All right, so we will apply here 0 0, then 0 9. It will be decimal is there, so we will apply here 0. So 11 8s are 88. Remaining it will be 2. The decimal is there, so 0. 11 ones are 11. All right, 11 ones are 11. So remaining it will be 9. So here is 9 and here also 9. That means this digit will be repeating like 81 81 81 and will come many times. Okay, so the decimal expansion of 9 upon 11 will be 0.81 bar. Now let's solve question number 3. So student, question number 3 is there is square root of 5. That means this is a what we can say, this is a irrational number. Okay, irrational number. So you can remember this a value of square root of 5 like 2.23606797. Okay, now let's solve question number 4. So question number 4 is 121 upon 13. Let's do the division. 13 121. Okay, so here it will be in the table of 13. 117 is there. That means 13 nines are 117. Okay. Now after the subtraction we will get here 21 minus 7. It will be 4. And 4 will not comes in the table of 13. So we will put here decimal. Then after the decimal we will apply a 0. Then 13 3 is a 13, it will be 1, and we will apply a 0. But then also the table of 13, so we will apply a 1 more 0. Then we will write here 0 also, because here we are writing 2 zeros, so here 0 will come. Okay, now 11 sorry 13 sevens are 13 sevens are 91. Subtraction we will get here 7, sorry yes, so it will be 9. Then 0, then 11 13 6 13 6 78. Then after subtraction we will get here 12. Then we will apply a 0. Then again it will be 13 9s 117. Then it will be 3. Then we will write here 0. Then 13 2s 26. So here 13 minus 26 will be 4. Okay, then here or here, if you will look at here, here also 0, and here for 40 z, and here also 40 z. That means this is a non-terminating and recurring type of a fraction. So this will be bar. So what will be the P upon Q form of this? Sorry, decimal expansion of 121 upon 13 will be 9.307692 bar, because these are repeating numbers. Now question number 5 is 29 upon 8. 29 upon 8. So let's do the division. Now 8. 8 3s are 24. Alright. So here it will be 5. Now we will apply a decimal 50. 8 6 are sorry 8 6 are 40. Then it will be 48. 20, then 16. Okay, so 20 minus 16, it will be 4. Then decimal is there, we can apply here 0. So 40. 8 5s are 40. All right, so this is a terminating, because here we are in the remainder we are getting 0. So this is a terminating type of a fraction and decimal expansion. All right, so what will be the decimal expansion of this number? It is 3.625. So student, let's solve question number now 4. So question number 4 is show that 5 plus square root of 7 is an irrational number. So this we have did again same question in the practice set. That means first we will assume that this is a rational number. So rational number in the form of a P upon Q. But we know that 5 is a rational number, but square root of 7 is not a rational number. This is an irrational number. So our assumption will be wrong, and if our assumption will be wrong, then this is our irrational number. So this is a so simple type of a question. Just we have to do the 2-3 steps and we will write the sentences. Okay, so here first we will assume, let us assume that 5 plus square root of 7 is a rational number. Here we will assume a contradiction statement. Okay, is a rational number. And therefore 5 plus if this is rational number, then this is in the form of a P upon Q. Okay, where P and Q are what? P and Q are rational number, 2 integers. Okay, these are the 2 integers, and Q will be not equal to 0 because this is rational number. Now here we can write here, now what we will do, square root of 7 will be on this side only, P upon Q. So this plus 5 becomes here minus 5, and P upon Q, now we will take the LCM. Now this will become minus 5Q, square root of 7. Okay, now this our left hand side, sorry, right hand side, this right hand side is a rational number, but this square root of 7 is not a rational number. So we will write here, since p, q and 5, these are integers. These are integers. So p minus 5q upon q is a rational number. All right, these are the integer, therefore this our right hand side is a rational number, and square root of 7 is a rational number, but this is a rational number, but this is okay, so which is contradiction the fact that square root of 7 is an irrational number. Okay, and therefore our assumption here, we have assumed that 5 plus square root of 7 is a rational number, so the is wrong, and therefore 5 plus square root of 7 is a irrational. So this is so simple, just we have to do 3 step and we have to write all the sentences. Okay, now let's solve question number 5. So question number 5 is, write the following surds in the simplest form. So let's do it. Question number 5. So question number 5, first question is 3 upon 4 square root of 8. So let's write 3 upon 4 square root of 8. We have to simplify the surds. Okay, now I am writing in front of this only. This will be equal to this 3 upon 4 will be same. It will be as it is. Now we will do in the, we'll perform the operation in the surds only. Okay, so this is square root of 8, so this can be written as 4 multiplied by 2, and so this is square root of 4. 4 is 2, so this will be 2 square root of 2. Now this can be divisible. 2 and 2 ones are 2, 2 2s are 4. So our final answer will be 3 upon 2 square root of 2. This is our final answer. Right, now let's do question number 2, 5, 1. This is question number 5 second. So question number 5 second is minus 5 upon 9 square root of 45. Okay, now again this is same, minus 5 upon 9. Now square root of 45, this can be written as 9 5 is a 45. Okay, now square root of 9 is 3. So here we can write as minus 5 upon 9 multiplied by 3 square root of 5. Now again this will be divisible, like 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. So our answer will become 5 upon 3 square root of 5. So this is our final answer. So student, that's it for today's video, and next 3 question we will do in our next video. I hope you all have understood. Thank you all of you.